viewpoint. Viewpoint is determined by the voice too. When you understand what kind of narrator is there, when you understand what kind of person is there, first person, second person, third person, then you quickly hold on this viewpoint. And viewpoint means any perspective, okay, any perspective, any idea. Viewpoint can be explicit, can be implicit. So your voice, like this lady's voice, it determines that what kind of mindset she has. If somebody is quiet, you cannot reach what is there in the brain. So when she's saying something, it means you are reading person's brain. Okay, so viewpoint can be explicit, can be implicit. If a person is a direct, it means talking bluntly, it means giving explicit things, which is easy to understand. But if a person is hiding something, indirectly saying a few things, it means there are implicit things he's saying. So viewpoint is difficult to be understood. Okay. Now, what is explicit viewpoint first? There are three things under explicit viewpoint, right? Taking you back again. We are talking about two viewpoints. One can be explicit, other is implicit. Right now, I am talking about the explicit point of view. Explicit viewpoint can be shown by three things. That is emotive verbs, imperative verbs, and the degrees of adjectives. These are direct viewpoint, means you can directly reach to this viewpoint. Emotions, verbs that shows your extreme emotions. I hated him means that you're showing your extreme emotions through the word hated. Sit, stand, keep, or if for example, here we say, keep all exploration out of Africa's oldest national park, it means imperative used. Keep. They're not saying we should keep. They're not saying we should keep. They say keep. It's an order. Then third one is degrees of adjective. Okay. What is degrees of adjective? It means the types of adjective. There are three types, right? The three kinds. Adjective means, for example, I say fast. Fast is an adjective. And if I say he is faster, I'm fast. If I say I'm fast, I'm just not comparing myself with anyone. I'm just describing my quality. I'm fast. If I say I'm faster than Shifa, it means I am comparing myself with Shifa. And faster, right? ER, putting ER there. And if I say I'm fastest than all, it means out of 6-7 participants in the room right now, I'm the fastest. It's a highest degree. Viewpoint, emotive means I hated this word, this verbs tell you that your emotions. And imperative, all these blue words, they are imperative words, right? They are showing some command. Keep, buy, okay. Degrees of adjectives, for example, you say oldest, you say latest, you say the most efficient. This is implicit way. Until 6, he has somewhere, we have read this earlier as well. Until 6, he has somewhere to go. After that, he will be adrift, in the middle of the Saturday night fun seekers. Find a word that conveys some idea implicitly. Adrift means, it means someone is left floating alone on the sea. Adrift is not used basically for the people. Something floating alone on the sea, okay? Or it should be for a sailor, because sailors are mostly, they are alone sailing, right? It's a kind of hobby. But when we are using this unusually, means you're not expressing a sailor here. You're talking about a man. He is in the society right now. He will be adrift in the middle. Amid means in the middle of Saturday night fun seekers. For example, we say a lexical field, a different lexical field is used. It's a different register used here, which should be used for the sailors. Because when what we talk about the register or the lexical fields, I don't know register I discussed with you or not, but the thing is lexical field. For example, if I say sailing, in sailing, you write this word adrift. But when we are using it, not in a usual sense, it means that you're using a different vocabulary from the different lexical field. Identify two clear expressions of the viewpoint. There are two expressions, right? There are two viewpoints there in in the given text. Might be 3, but we are only looking for 2. And second part is at least one viewpoint implied. Implied means that you're looking for the implicit meaning, which is implied, hidden, which is implied in the text through the language, right? So one thing is this, what kind of viewpoint is given? Now, two expressions of the viewpoint. He left, now I'm reading and you just find out, right? He left for school, his heart aching. He loved and hated her at the same time. There was a dull throbbing in his chest, which would not let go. Which two expressions, two viewpoints there? Your expressions means what are the two messages, direct messages given there? And one message should be implied, one message should be hidden. Okay, one expression is leaving, he's ready for school, he's leaving for school, good. His heart aching, does it mean that he has heart problems? His heart aches means pain there. So this is the second idea, that he doesn't want to go there. Okay, fine. His heart ache and the throbbing in his chest, it shows that he is physically not good, right? So his heart is aching. His heart is not beating, it is aching. So one thing, and the second thing about the heart is it is throbbing. There is throbbing in his chest. Might possible he is having some pain there. It might increase when he leaves. So these are two expressions. There are 2 points. One person is leaving for school and he has some problem in his heart right now, or he has pain there. He feels pain. He's not okay. He doesn't want to go there. Okay, fine. Now, at least one viewpoint implied. What do you think? This word ache and throbbing in the chest or dull throbbing, what does it show? What does it convey? And he loved and hated her at the same time. Nobody can love and hate same person at the same time. Viewpoint can be determined by how far and how close the narrative voice seems to be from the things, events being described. Means right now we are focusing on the proximity or the closeness, right? For example, something is happening, something we are describing, how close we are with that thing. And 2 elements here discover or determine such closeness. So for checking the closeness of the writer and the thing which is being described, we look for 2 things. One is speech and the other is tenses. These 2 things will determine your closeness with the subject which you are describing. Okay, first let me know, what do you understand by the word speech? What comes to your mind? Speech. Now you are telling me on my right hand side there are 2 sentences, on my left hand side there is 1 sentence. Which one is a direct speech? Which one is an indirect speech? Effect of, now we are checking what is the effect, what is the impact of direct and indirect speech on the immediacy. What is immediacy? Immediacy means proximity. What is proximity? Proximity means closeness of the text. Now we are checking that how something is close to the writer, something far from the writer through direct and indirect speech, right? So you are right, it is direct. First one is direct, second one is indirect. And when I say I hate you, it means I and you involved. So directly I'm saying something. Because I'm saying something from my mouth and telling her to her ears directly, right? Closeness is there because it means she is in front of me right now when I'm saying this word, when I'm saying this thing. But indirect speech, it means you're not reporting at the same event, at the same time. It means some time gone and then you are conveying this message. Then there is no closeness now. It means the writer is conveying something which is very far from him, not exactly close. This one, tenses. How can this be closeness? We can portray through tenses. How can this closeness, proximity, or immediacy, right? We can have through tenses. If I say she can wait by the lake, what does it show? Ability. I can fly. It means I have this ability. She can wait. It means she has the ability to wait for somebody. If I say she may wait, what does it mean? Okay, she must wait. She should wait. What does it mean? Compulsory. It's an obligation. Good. So see, She waits by the lake. She's waiting by the lake. She has waited by the lake. She has been waiting by the lake. She waited and she was waiting. She had waited. She had been waiting. She will wait by the lake. She can, she could, she may, she might, she shall, she should, she will, she would. Okay, we are finding viewpoint, right? We are focusing on viewpoint. What things helps to understand somebody's perspective, somebody's viewpoint. There are three descriptions in front of you of the same event. And same event, okay? What you have to do, sorry, this is the last one. You have to do this thing. Assign descriptions to the relevant space, means which description is close to the event, which description is far. For example, what is close, which explanation says that it is close to the event. There are three descriptions, same event. What is the event? One now, first one I'm reading. The party was in full swing. Okay, in the corner, and keep these tenses and this direct speech, indirect speech in mind. Your antennas of speech and tenses should be on. Okay, the party was in full swing. In the corner, Lord and Lady Rivers, names of the couple, discussed the storm that had ravaged their land. What is ravaged? Destroyed, good. Ravaged their land. The band played a fast jazzy number. What is jazzy number? Yes, definitely. And the couples took the dance, the other couples, took the dance floor as if unaware of recent events. What does it mean? What does these three lines, what do they mean? It means they're carefree. There is carefree attitude towards what happened, towards what happened, right? And one couple is really concerned about that event. Okay, second now, it's the same event, right? But different ways to say. Dreadful storm, wasn't it? Said Lord Rivers. Okay, dreadful storm. It is something to look at right now. Okay, to his wife. How can people dance when so much was destroyed? His wife looked over at the dancers. Her husband was right. They seemed carefree. What do you find here? What is the thing that is described here? Can you find out? What is the thing that is described here? How the person who is narrating is close or far from this destruction. When we read the first one, we don't feel some closeness. When we read the second one, we feel some closeness. Okay, what about the third one? While the music plays, I stand, while the music plays, and there is a different sentence structure. I stand with Diana by the fire. Dreadful storm, wasn't it? I say, how can people dance when so much was destroyed? Diana glances at the floor. She seems to agree with me. Okay, what is different here from the second one? What happens here? More about the wife's name. Earlier, they were Mr. and Mrs. Rivers, right? Then the second one, we understand that there is something Lord Rivers was concerned about. Now we are feeling that now the wife is also concerned. I stand with, and look at the sentence structure. Don't you think there is some difference? It means it is more closeness in the third one. Dreadful storm, wasn't it? Again, the same thing. He said the same thing here. Dreadful storm, wasn't it? Dreadful storm, wasn't it? But what is the difference between two? Can you guess? With the help of this narrative voice, with the help of this tenses, for example, here we are looking at the tenses, which plays. Otherwise, you see it is everywhere there is past tense used. So with the help of this and with the help of speech, direct speech and the indirect speech, we understand how close the person is to the event. And what is the event? That's the storm. Here, third one is more, there is more proximity. So because the person himself becomes a narrator now. I say, how can people dance when so much was destroyed? Diana glances at the dance floor. She seems to agree with me. So very good, excellent. That now you see how the narrator is far or close to any event he is narrating.